In September 1966, things began to change when the Valentine Museum appointed Robert Bowers Mayo as chief curator. 2 years later, Mayo created the Junior Center, a division designed to provide children educational opportunities to increase their involvement with their community and the world around them. The introduction of the Junior Center changed the way that the Valentine envisioned education, where children were active participants in learning about history. The Junior Center not only changed the Valentine's function and vision, but also changed the way in which the public viewed and understood a museum. In Memory, Distortion, and History in the Museum, Susan Crane described museums as conventionally viewed as institutions dedicated to the conservation of valued objects and education of the public. She argued that visitors usually have only objects and text to respond to, rarely curators, historians, or experts. With the creation of the Junior Center, the Valentine provided experts and historians an opportunity to educate the public through a variety of educational classes and provided a discussion partner for the public. The Junior Center was one of the 4 divisions that Mayo instituted. The center, as Mayo saw it, would expand children's awareness beyond the community.
The museum should be a vital part of the community, and the community should be a vital part of the museum. It's not a one-way road.
The Junior Center provided programs involving children in fields of history, art, and physical and natural sciences. For example, the classes included information on the Indians of the Plains, pottery making, and a biology class on the human body. These programs are conducted formally through the local school systems and informally as out-of-school experiences through exhibits, demonstrations, field trips, fair days, and summer classes. According to a 1966 Richmond Dispatch article, the Richmond community liked the idea of the Junior Center and began to get more involved. Because of the center, the Valentine became a place in which children were no longer spectators as Mayo described his child experience there. Rather, they were active participants. Children had the opportunity not only to look at the exhibits and learn through the museum's presentation of information, but to also learn from historians and participate in the classes. Crane refers to this active participation as a dialogue between museums and their publics. The increase in contributions of children's toys, indicated by museum records, showed the Richmond community was responding to the Junior Center. In order to understand why the Junior Center was created, it is important to understand Mayo's background. Mayo was dedicated to viewing museums as educational institutions, according to a 1966 Times-Dispatch article. After professional experience and education in museumology in Richmond, he was prepared to execute his vision through the creation of the Junior Center. In 1958, as a student at the Richmond Professional Institute, Mayo independently studied at the Valentine under director Edward M. Davis III. When Mayo had the opportunity to become the Valentine director, he had a clear vision of what the museum could and should be.
I have a personal feeling for this museum. My aim will be to make it a museum for this metropolitan area.
Mayo also did not want the Junior Center to be limited to the interpretation of Richmond, because he argued the child's experience should be the entire world. The Programs Committee, which determined the content of the Junior Center program, announced on September 6, 1974, that the junior programs would be reconstructed and hold more classes to actively engage citizens with the museum. It now provided a platform for children to expand their knowledge outside of the school curriculum and learn about the past through participation in activities, field trips, and classes. These classes included 19th century doll making and another on the Virginia Indians. The logs show that there was a 30% increase in the amount of dolls donated from 1972 to 1974, which directly correlates to the doll-making class that the Junior Center offered. Within the first year of its opening, the Junior Center program had grown significantly. In 1969, the Valentine's meeting minutes suggested that the children's membership now included 630 boys ranging from the ages of 4 to 16, and in addition, there were 474 girls ages 3 to 17. The Richmond community began to donate a variety of items for the exhibits. According to the Junior Center logs, the following items were donated: a variety of toys including dolls and pottery that aided students in pottery classes, items pertaining to the Indians of North America, such as wooden dolls, moccasins, and ceremonial dress leggings that would help students understand the culture through the course on Native Americans, and many items from the Indians of the Plains exhibit. By opening the Junior Center, Mayo gave the Valentine Museum new meaning by transforming it into an educational institution where, according to Crane, educators actively depicted the process of historical interpretation.